Good morning. Very good morning, dear professors and educators who have been joined from various institutions. It's a pleasure to meet you all once again for this ISD complementary program. We have to thank one and all for making this journey. I think last 3 years, we have been ensuring that the quality education for all, the message has been spread to various institutions throughout our country. Thanks for your tremendous support that made us to join to continue this session for this 3 years period. Also, I thank all the organizers from ISD Academy who have been working for this event on a month-on-month to ensure that the message has been reaching one and all throughout our country. So, I'm Dr. Satyanarayanan. I thank ISD Academy for this wonderful opportunity once again for taking this session on NIRF ranking, how to understand the NIRF ranking, how to move it, and how we can able to prepare ourselves. So, welcoming you all. As we have been planned, we have been starting our session exactly at 10:30. So, ISD Academy is the empowering academy, and it's been planned to enrich the skills of the educational institution, starting from the educators to the students. We have been having various skill enhancement model, starting from artificial intelligence, IoT, and we also having a separate wing for this quality education for all, to understanding the audit purpose of NIRF, NAAC, QS ranking, impact ranking. So it's a short profile about ISD Academy. So coming to this session, what is going to be the outcomes? The outcomes are going to be these three things. We are going to have a close look on these three things, starting from how the NIRF framework, how to understand this NIRF framework, how it has been revolved upon, how to implement, it's very important things, how to implement the strategies for successful NIRF ranking, and what are the quality initiatives we have to take for this NIRF ranking. So this is the three outcome. With this three outcome, we have been ensuring, that we have been moving forward our session. So the basic protocol of this session, if you have any doubts, always it's been welcome, and you can able to put it in our chat box. And at the end of the session, we will have the question and answer session. And also, if you have any reflection, also kindly share in the chat box. It has been always welcome. So based on this, materials, the workshop materials, after the session, you will get a feedback link. Kindly ensure that you have been you have been filling that feedback link to get this informations in your not visible and audible. Is it for all ISD team? You can able to confirm. Is my voice is clear?
Hello. Yeah, it's audible.
Audible. Okay. If you have any kind of network issues, kindly ensure that you have been logging out, and once again you can able to rejoin. I will check my network speed also. Okay, good. So this is with this three outcome, we have been moving further of this session. NIRF, National Institutional Ranking Framework, it has been launched by our MHRD department on 2015, on 28 September. The main aim, the main objective of this National Institution Ranking Framework is to ensure that we are going to rank the institutions, based on their domain specialization itself. The main motive of this NIRF have been started the journey on 2015. The main motive is to ensure that we are going to rank the institution based on the domain specialization itself. That is a more important thing. And also it has to add value. We have to understand this, why this NIRF framework have been developed, have been evolved. The main important parameter is as per sustainable development goals. After this G20, we can able to hear this word called SDG, Sustainable Development Goal. The Sustainable Development Goal number 4 is quality education for all. India is to ensure that the education system, that too most importantly in the higher education, whether the education provided is quality or not, to ensure that they took a lot of initiative. Such a kind of one initiative is the NIRF. The most important objective in national institution framework is we are going to rank the institution based on based on their domain specialization. So from 2015, we have been started this journey, and most of the higher education have been attracted towards this ranking of NIRF ranking. The next most important thing is we may get this question in most of the workshops whenever we have been conducting this. What is the differentiation between the NAAC and the NIRF? So our institution, we have been having a framework. We have been having a framework of NAAC. Are we supposed to go to NIRF? Yes, my dear friends, the most important differentiation between the NAAC and NIRF is NAAC, we are going to assess the quality for a 5 years period. But NIRF, we are going to ensure that the incremental quality assessment, it is going to be year on year. We are going to assess the quality in a sustainable way. Educational quality in a sustainable way, we are going to measure in NIRF. So my reflection, I want to hear from our participants, from our from our educators. What is sustainable? What is sustainability education means? What is sustainability education means? You can able to put it in the chat box. What is sustainability means? Sustainable education means. Excellent. Continuous improvement, outcomes, continuous or continual improvement. Excellent. We request, satisfying to the needs of all generation. Yes, excellent. So, my dear friends, all the answers, all the reflections you have been posted in the chat box is right. But make sure that after this session, you are going to ask, you can able to verify, that what is the sustainable measuring parameter I am having in my department, I am having in my institution. Last year academic plan versus execute. How I have been executed it. Are we comparing it? Sustainability is a continual improvement, 360-degree continual improvement. Then only we are going to get a holistic education. We are going to give the experience of a holistic education experience to our learners. Is it right? So as an institution, whether I'm having a mechanism to compare, in such a way that last year performance to this year performance, how well I've been doing it, whether I've been going in an incremental way or I've been standing in the same set of scale. So it is our responsible in such a way that how well I am doing this. Such a kind of tool is NIRF. I always encourage higher educations as a part of internal quality assurance cell of more than 15 plus institutions and 10 universities. I always tell them whether you are going for NIRF or not. It is your personal decision. It is your strategic goal, but make sure that you are having a preparation for that. The reason is I'm going to ensure that there is a continual improvement. I'm going to have a framework that is going to tell that whether I'm going to have a continual improvement or not. This is going to be one of the things. Next, NIRF categories. As I told you, This ranking is going to be based on the categories of the institution. Starting from, you can able to choose from overall universities, colleges, based on the domain, engineering domain, management domain, in such a way that there are 11 categories which has been there as of now. And also there are more categories to be, more categories to be included in the coming years also. Based on our national education policy, new education policy, some of the domains has to be, there is a plan, there is a suggestion. They have been working on that. Many other, domains also to be included in this part. Next, we have to ensure that how well this NIRF is being attracted by a higher education institution. You can able to see that, the numbers has been keep on improving. Why? Because as I've been told by one of the educators, we are as an institution, we are in a situation to satisfy the requirement of my learners. One of the requirement of my learners is the quality education. How as an institution I perform this NIRF in NAAC QS ranking. So many institutions came forward. You can able to see that the numbers has been keep on increasing. So it attracts many educational institutions. Many educational institutions have been coming forward to get into this ranking system. Whether they are succeeding or not, that's a different thing. But whether they are having this, whether they are having this kind of intention or not, that is the most important. The objective of this session is also whether we are going to succeed or not. That is the different part. But as an institution, the IQAC members who have been attending in this class, attending in this session, make sure that you are going to have a framework for this NIRF. You encourage, you tell to your management in such a way that it is good for, whether if you have been accredited by NAAC, it is our responsibility that every year you are going to submit your AQR. So in such a way that if you are going to have this framework also, it's going to give you enormous benefit to your institution in 360 degrees. So the NIRF framework, understanding the NIRF framework, very important thing. How we are going to understand the NIRF framework. As I told you, whenever I've been a part of IQAC of many institutions, I always tell that don't work for NIRF alone. No, don't work for NAAC alone. Don't work for MBA alone. It's not a right part. Make sure that how well we can able to ensure that it has been practiced educational process approach. I've been terming a terminology called educational process approach. Educational process approach. Whether we are the process has to be keep on sustainable, keep on updated in such a way that it is fulfilling the right requirement and it is attracting the learners and other interested parties towards us. Is it right? So you can able to see that what is the percentage of the framework of the weightage has been given to various elements: teaching, learning, and resources. Whenever we are going to see this in our NIRF framework, it is 30%. Same, it is going to be in NAAC means 15%, MBA 13%. So, how well the weightage is been given. So, if you can able to prepare this as a educational process approach, surely you can able to ensure that you have been having a sustainable growth in this teaching, learning, and resource. We are going to see that. Next slide, we are going to see that what are the key elements in this each parameters: teaching, learning, and resources. We are going to have the first parameters is 30%. Next, we are going to have research professional practice. This research is one of the challenged area many institutions have been facing right now. For that, they are giving a 30% weightage. Research and professional practice, we are going to give 30% there. Next, graduation outcomes, they are giving 20%. Outreach and inclusivity, outreach and inclusivity. What the things we have been learned in first parameter, teaching and learning and resources, how well you have been add a research, it has been gauged in. Number two, that 4 is going to be the outcome of it. Can you able to understand? The first thing we are going to learn the Bloom's taxonomy, level 1, level 2. Then they are asking about level 4 and level 5 in your outreach and inclusivity. In this way, okay, in this way only we have to understand. Next, the perception. Yes, I'm doing everything. Who is going to tell that, yes, you are fulfilling the requirements? Is going to be your stakeholders, your interested parties. It is 10%. So this is the framework which the NIRF has been revolving upon. In this framework, we are going to see about each parameter in a very depth, okay, in a very detailed form. Okay, talking about TLR, teaching learning resources. First, they are going to ask about your student strengths in your doctoral, okay, in your research scholars. How many students have been enrolled? Next, student and faculty ratio. It is going to give you a 30 marks. Next, about the experience of the faculty. Here you can able to see that the first question about student strength, the question has been asked to ensure that whether the research scholars have been attracted towards your institution. How, if the research scholars has been attracted, yes, I can able to say in such a way that my academic performance, my academic quality has been good. For that purpose, you can able to see the question number A. Next, they are going to ask about their experience and also faculty with doctorate. This is going to show in such a way that how well the teachers is having the trust in your organization, trust in your institution. Next, about they are asking about resources and utilization. For all the things we required, okay, we required a financial terminology. How well as an institution you have been having a plan, having a strategic plan to capture all these things. How to work on? Okay, people will always ask that. Sir, how to work on? My dear friends, very simple. Okay, very simple. Make sure that what is the current states, okay, what is the current status of your institution for this 4th parameter, and make sure that you are adding this in your strategic plan, and make sure that you are going to have a deployment plan, and make sure that you are going to review in once in a month. Yes, surely you can be in the track. Next, research and professional practice, very important thing. Research and professional practice, we are going to have from A to D. Publications. Next, how the quality of publication is. We have to ensure, okay, we have to ensure that the culture, the positive culture for research has to be incorporated in an institution, and make sure that, okay, make sure that we are, as an institution, we are giving enough time for our peoples to, okay, to do research and to ensure that they are been understanding the importance of this. So for this, we can able to see that A and B is talking about these publications. First, we have to encourage our faculties for that. Next, what is the quality of my publication is? These two things, my dear friends, it will take at least 2 years if you have been starting from now. It's not going to give you an instant result. That is the reason why many institutions feel that we can't be able to do this. Yes, we can do this by having a good research policy, good, okay, people's competent person, okay, has been deployed in this research cell, and we are going to have the objectives for this research. Next, about IPR and patents. How well after this publication you have been moving further for this IPR. And the last one is about the professional practice. How well the consultancy work, how well the projects we have been handled. For this, you can able to see that they have been giving a equal weightage of 100 marks. Next, graduation outcome. What does graduation outcome means? Okay, what is graduation outcome? Graduation outcome, after, okay, a person who have been choosing this program based on his objective, based on his dream, after finishing the program, whether he or she can able to get or can attain the objective graduation outcome. Graduation outcome, you make sure that it is one of the parameter which if you can able to work on, surely you can able to attract many learners towards your institution. Talking from placement and higher studies. Here, placement and higher studies, you have to ensure that this placement and higher studies, you have to have a counseling system, good mechanism of counseling session in such a way that you are identifying the learners who is going for higher studies, who is having that capability, that need for this higher studies, and who is going for placement which is the domain, who is going for competitive examinations. All this has to be in a very clear way, in such a way that we are going to encourage, we are going to attract our learners. Next, about the university performance. University examination performance. Of course, many institutions have been doing very good in this terminology. Next, we are going to have about median salary. Median salary, yes, the placement department has to work on. They have to have a strategy in place in such a way that what is the medium salary? Lowest to highest. Last year we had how to increase upon. It shows that we are having a thirst to move further. Why not we can able to call the Fortune 500 companies into our campus? What is their requirement? It is not that it's a kind of a one-time rituals. No, it is going to be, at least we are going to have a plan for that. And what is the requirement of the Fortune 500 companies? That is going to be the main key intention of this median salary. People will think that it is only about salary. No, you have to have a plan, you have to have a strategy to ensure that what is their requirement. Next is going to be what is the PhD graduate students from our institution. Metric one, they call that how many students have registered. Here, how many students successfully completed. This is a graduation outcome. There is graduation outcome. Make sure that you are having a very keen placement on this. Your placement department plays a very vital role in this part of graduation outcome. Next, outreach and inclusivity. Outreach and inclusivity. How well? Here is one of my favorite. My favorite parameter. I always say that why it is most favorite for me is, as an institution, you are going to have a upper hand. It is your responsible to spread the positive message among the society in such a way that the PPT will be sent to you, sir. No issues. So this outreach and inclusivity is one of my favorite area. How well you are going to attract the students from different states. Why not? Why not? As a good institution, you have to be confined in your district alone, in your state alone. Look forward. Before COVID, people will ask me, is it possible? After COVID, yes. Ensure that how well you can able to spread the positive vibes around the globe, and about the percentage of women, and about the Divyanjan students. How well I'm going to attract the economically and socially challenged student and physically challenged student. If it is going to be attractive, if the students are going to be attracted towards you, the main intention is I'm going to have a separate policy, separate team, separate welfare measures for all these people. Is it right? Then only I can able to attract these peoples. It's not that it's their responsibility. No, as an institution, I always see the institutions should act as a parents. They are the parents. Whether they required or not, it is our responsibility to scatter, to get what they require, to understand, to forecast, and to ensure that it is being attained for them at the right time, at the right place. Perception ranking, very important thing. Perception ranking, my dear friends, how well, perception ranking. Okay, I will answer this question after I've been finishing this session. Okay, perception ranking. Okay, peer ranking. Peer ranking, peer perception is more important, and make sure that the curricular events, the technical events, make sure that you are calling your interested parties, employers, professionals from nearby surroundings. Make them that to realize what are the good things you have been doing in your institution. It is your responsibility. So, right, it is your responsibility. Make sure that you are going to call the peoples in and around 30 to 40 kilometers and make sure that and make sure that they have been understood your uniqueness towards the curriculum delivery, from curriculum delivery to 360 degrees. Most of the time, what will happen? A person from a firm will come and you will sit and you will see the technical presentation and he or she may go. This is not going to be our intention. Okay, make a short, 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes of a video presentation. Whenever interested parties have been entering your institution, make sure that you have been playing that and get their feedback, get their mail ID, get their phone number, and whenever you are going to have any knowledge sharing things, make sure that you are sharing with them also, because it is our responsibility as a society. It's our responsibility to spread a lot of knowledge sharing, but also the good things among the society. So make sure that you are having a exclusive, you are going to have a exclusive database for it. It is going to be work and you can able to get a good score on this matrix number 5. Next, relative versus absolute metrics. You have to understand that. Relative versus absolute metrics. Most of the time, there are two types of metrics: absolute metrics and relative metrics. Relative metrics, always you can able to ensure, that you can able to set a benchmark. In the NIRF is one of the challenging, it's one of the very challenging thing. Absolute metric, I can able to set my goal, and this year NIRF ranking, who have been listed on top 10, you can able to get their scores and you can able to benchmark it. Relative is not like that. Relative score is not like that. Financial resources, relative is nothing but this relative metrics. Relative metrics is nothing but on that particular year, how well the performance is there, then only the benchmark have been kept. It is like a bell curve. It is like a bell curve. So my intention of sharing this slide is, make sure that you are going to separate relative and absolute metrics. Make sure you are going to have a separate plan for absolute metrics and for relative metrics, and make sure that you are linking this with your AQR, annual quality assurance report, and link this with your AAA, academic and administrative audit. So in such a way that you can able to keep on improving your absolute and relative metrics. So thank you. And as I've been promised you, there is one question I like to address that. Private affiliating medical and dental HCIs don't have flexibility like deemed university and admission to attract students from other states. This parameter is not here, my dear friend. Yes, I do agree that. But as of my experience, as of my reflection, I always tell that if you are going to be a affiliating university, if you have been going to be a affiliating college, my next strategy is to be autonomous, and the overall strategy is going to be deemed university. So now itself, think on that, how well we can able to plan ourselves for running as a university. For that, how I can able to start on that, whether I'm getting a score here or not. Make sure that from your affiliating college, introduce a online course. Introduce a small online course that can ensure, Okay, that can ensure that it can able to attract a lot of people from the globe. Is it right? Introduce a small online course. Okay, it may be of 1 credit or 0 credit with 30 hours. That online course, make sure that well-designed course that ensures that can attract many students from the globe. Is it right? So start from that. Then you can able to ensure, and then you can able to work on like this in the coming months, coming years, more things, and you can able to understand how well you can able to work on this. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, if there is no questions, thank you, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity.